Look at me. Just look at how cool I look. Hey, what is up ladies and gents? My name is Jaden of Team Vox Populi and you are here for another 1.5.2 mod showcase. So today we have the Redstone Handguns mod done by Senpai Subaraki on the Minecraft forums. Basically what this mod does is it just adds a whole bunch of epic guns into your game. They're not super overpowered, but they're also not too hard to obtain, which makes this a great mod to go along with any survival series. And the ammo that they use is really unique. It's not just like random bullets and stuff. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started! So in order to craft these guns, we are first going to need parts. First we'll craft the laser, which is built with 6 glass and 3 pieces of redstone, and that will give you the laser. Now over here is the shell, which is made with 5 pieces of iron. As you can see, this isn't really too hard to obtain. I mean, it'll take you a little while and you need a nice variety of items, but it's not too bad. Now next over here is the core, which is made with 5 gold ingots, or as some of you like, butter. And if we move on over here, we get the cuff, which is made with 3 wool and 2 pieces of leather, and that will give you the cuff, the part that you hold for the gun, and that's basically just so, you know, your nice soft little hands don't get all hurt from the gun. So now that we've covered the parts, let's move on to the actual guns. Okay, I'm really excited to show you guys the actual guns themselves, so let's get through this recipe. You're going to put the shell at the top, the laser in the middle, the core at the bottom, and the cuff at the front, and then you'll add your type of ammo, which will change for every recipe. So this one, in this case, is the Redstone Handgun, and that will give you Redstone Handgun, just like so. So as you can see here, I have the Redstone Handgun equipped, and one of the coolest parts about this mod is that everything renders in 3D. As you can see, this gun looks really epic, and when I shoot, it gives off redstone particle effects. So yeah, if I switch back into my first person view, you can see that the gun is still 3D, it's not 2D like most mods. It should also be noted, if dropping the weapon, it still renders in glorious 3-dimensional awesomeness. So now to show you the power of the Redstone Handgun, I am in our newly renovated mob facilities, and as you can see, I'll step over here and spawn a zombie, and you can just hold right click and spam the crap out of this. It'll use up your redstone really quickly, but luckily it's a ammunition that's easily attained. So as you can see, that did take a while to kill the zombie, but obviously he stood no chance of getting near me. I mean, come on, just look at that. He is just getting corner raped. Aw yes, that's right. Now here we have the Lapis gun. As you can see, the crafting recipe is exactly the same, but you substitute the redstone for your Lapis. So you'll notice here that when I spawn a zombie, the Lapis gun does not work exactly the same. As you can see, when I hold right click, I actually have to draw it back like a bow, but it launches a more powerful shot than the redstone gun. So as you can see here, if I go into my inventory, you can compare the damage powers of each gun. So as you can see, the redstone automatic gun has a base damage of 3, whereas the Lapis launcher has a damage of 8, but it does take longer to shoot. So we'll spawn another zombie in, and we'll try to take him out. And you'll also note that the animation for this one is much smoother than the redstone one. It looks basically like your bow, instead of just like spamming random redstone out of your face, which looks kind of gross. Like. Now here we have the zombie horde gun. Basically this is a shotgun that uses rotten flesh. Yes, that's right, finally a good use for your rotten flesh that you can use. And this gun, as you can see here, has a base damage of 5, just like any shotgun, and it has wide range, and as you can see it says loaded 0. Alright, so as you can see here, I have the gun, and if I hold right click, it starts to turn green, and now I pull it back like a bow, and when I let go, it shoots out flaming rotten flesh. Yeah, that's right. So as you can see here, if I charge up and it's all nice and green, and I just like scroll to the second empty thingy and I scroll back, you can see it's green, and now all I have to do is pull back and release the shotgun. So just like a real shotgun, you can go ahead and load this up, and yeah, it looks really cool, and that actually looks like a screaming face on my hand. Bam! So here we have our zombie testicle, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot him down so you can see its base power. As you can see, the closer that you are, obviously it's going to do more concentrated damage, but anybody who has played a game with a shotgun in it will know that, you know, being closer with a shotgun is just going to like wreck anything that's near you. You know, this is a pretty useful gun. I mean, who uses rotten flesh anyway?
Hey you.
Wait, what?
I use rotten flesh. I find this offensive.
So if I show you this gun next, I figure you know what's coming. Okay, here with a blaze rod added to our basic recipe, you can see here that we have the Aran gun. Now this is based on Samus Aran of Metroid. It does base damage of 8 and it's explosive shot, so this baby runs on gunpowder. And actually, instead of what we usually do, going to our mob facilities, we are going to head into our explosives area. As you can see here, you can also use it for mining. So if you draw back and you fire, you can see that this sucker works just like TNT. So this will actually save you a whole lot of sand. And it's great for mining because it blows out a 3x3 area basically. So if you can aim this properly, you can basically just make yourself a mining tunnel if you have a ton of gunpowder just like lying around. Here we have the Thar, which is a gun crafted with a bucket, and as you can see here, it is the first of the overheating weapons. So if we go into my survival inventory and we look at this, you can see that it has a base damage of 4, has a switchable state of ammo, its state is currently frozen, and it has a heat level of 0 out of 300. So it has an overheat thing, and in future releases of the mod, it is planned to add an overheat GUI, but for the time being, we will take out the Thar here, and we will start with the frozen mode. So first we can see that when I hold the Thar in my hand whilst having a water bucket in my inventory, it looks like so. And when I right click, it sends out like this blue part. And yeah, so we're gonna take care of this zombie. As you can see, I can shoot him and it inflicts him with slowness. So you can right click briefly to shoot, or you can hold down for a couple seconds and it'll go more continuously. And as you can see here, when I right click, stop it, okay, it puts down snow blocks. So yeah, now we will switch here, and as you can see, its heat is currently 62, so you can't really spam this. If I place the lava bucket here, and check here, it is still in the frozen state. So now, after having right click, you can see that it turned red, and it is now in the state of liquid. So we're going to spawn another zombie, and when I right click on this guy, you can see that he gets burnt. Now just like the other gun put down snow, when you right click this on ice, it will add, it will melt the ice. As you can see here, it heats up some more, so the heating up rates are equal even with ice, which seems kind of redundant because ice and overheat. I mean, just look at this. It's like I'm vomiting blood at you at like high speed, just like. Also, the gun itself just looks like really cool. I mean, it's like the length of my leg, just look at it. And here we have the recipe for the Ender Sniper Rifle. Now, obviously it uses an Ender Pearl, and if we check into my inventory, it says the Ender Sniper Rifle, the base damage is 14, which is like almost 5 times the Redstone gun. And as you can see here, it uses Ender Pearls for ammo, and we will go and, actually we'll check that out from here. So I'm gonna hit F1, drag this here, drag out some Ender Pearls, and you can see that if I hold right click, and I'll just zoom in on this Slender Man, and I right click, obviously it's not going to hit him because I'll teleport away, or I'll just miss in general, but as you can see, it shoots out a nether star whether you recognize it or not. And as you may or may not have noticed so far, all of these shots have really cool particle effects on it. So for this one with the Ender Sniper, it leaves behind the enchantment particles, and it's just a really cool gun. In the future, it is planned to add a scope kind of GUI, so you can scope just like all the other cool gun mods. So yeah, looking forward to that. So just to show you guys how powerful this is, I've spawned in a sheep because I hate sheep because they don't drop mutton chops. So we're just gonna go ahead and snipe him, and just to give the effect, I will hit control and release. And bam, he's one hit killed because it has a base damage of like 14, which is like 7 hearts, which is a lot, and yeah. Now here in my hand we have the Type 25 Directed Energy Rifle. Has a base damage of 6, uses no ammo. Wait, no ammo? Yes, that's right, no ammo. But it does overheat. Its limit is 30, which is a 10th of the Thar, but it's really cool. You craft it exactly the same as all the other guns, except this uses a nether star. Let's just check this out. So as you can see, what you may recognize it as is the Plasma Rifle from Halo. So it's the Covenant weapon, and just like in the game, it doesn't use any ammo, but it overheats after a while. So we're just gonna spawn in a zombie here, and you can just hold right click and just like shoot the poop out of him. And as you can see, he actually died pretty quickly. How much did that overheat us? Just a 5 out of 30. So you could theoretically kill like 6 zombies without overheating, or just by overheating. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice gun, has nice shooting effect. So yeah, ladies and gents, this has been the Redstone Handguns mod done by Senpai Subaraki on the Minecraft forums for 1.5.2. I really hope you enjoyed this mod showcase. I really like this mod. It's like super cool. It looks awesome, especially with the 3D renders. I think it's really useful and pretty well balanced. So the mod maker Senpai Subaraki is planning to add a whole bunch of stuff to this, so please stay tuned. If you're watching this video in a future episode when it's been updated, just click the link in the description below and you will get the download link to the most updated version. But in the meantime, this has been a really great mod. Please stay updated. Drop a like if you really enjoyed this mod. I really hope to see more from this mod as it seems really cool, and I really love the modeling. I can't get over it. It's really cool. And yeah, so I would like to thank the ladies and gents who have subscribed. I would like to thank the ladies and gents who have subscribed in the last week since our last mod showcase. Your names are up on the screen because I want to thank you just for subscribing and supporting Team Vox Populi. So yeah, I mean, if you're getting jealous of seeing all these people's names on screen and you're like, hey, how do I get my name put on the screen? Because that is just really cool. I mean, look at this face. It's just cool. So yeah, if you want to get your name featured on next week's mod showcase, subscribe now, click that little button that I've got there, or if you're on your mobile, just scroll down a little bit and hit the subscribe button. It really does help, so you can join Team Vox Populi today. So, if you like what you see, and you see what you like, and you like who I be, keep the love alive, favorite, comment, and subscribe! It really does help, ladies and gents. Every single one of you is like precious to me. Yes, my precious. And yeah, so last week, or not last week, just a couple days ago, I actually did my first parkour map. If you're interested in that, and if you still stuck around by now, I mean, you're probably interested at this point, so click that annotation. It is the sprint map, and it's awesome, and I even timed myself, so you should go and check that out. My first parkour map, please support. But in the meantime, ladies and gents, I will see you in next week's mod showcase. Until then, stay classy. Woo! Oh, hello there, squids. BAM!